If you're an NBA fan, then obviously you know who Derek Fisher is. Even if you're just an average NBA fan, you probably still have heard his name multiple times. He played for several teams in the NBA, but he was best known as a Laker throughout his career, where he won 5 championships. And you would think that winning all those rings would hands down be his favorite moments of his career, right? But there was one particular moment that was by far the most inspirational and meaningful, that touched the hearts of many NBA fans. The date was May 9th, 2007, where he was a member of the Utah Jazz. And on that morning of May 9th, the Jazz were getting ready to face the Golden State Warriors for Game 2 of the West semifinals. But there was one player missing, Derek Fisher, who was all the way in New York. He was in New York to be there for his daughter, who was suffering from a severe case of eye cancer. The cancer in his daughter's eye was so serious that the doctor said her eye might need to be removed, or else the cancer might spread to her other eye and possibly the rest of her body. But then they were presented with a treatment that can not only save her life, but can also possibly preserve her eye. So Fisher and his wife at the time had no other choice but to take a chance and go through with the operation. It was such a scary couple of hours for Fisher, not knowing if his daughter was going to make it, but fortunately, it turned out to be a successful surgery. Then, suddenly with Fisher realizing that the game between his team, the Utah Jazz, who were going up against the Warriors, was not quite over yet, he made a quick decision with the permission from his wife to urgently fly all the way back to Utah from New York to be there for his team. He managed to arrive in Utah with about only a couple minutes left in the third quarter, and he had no idea what would happen next, as the entire arena would give him a standing ovation.
Derek Fisher is coming on, and let's listen to the crowd as he comes onto the floor.
Derek didn't even have time to warm up, as Coach Jerry Sloan, without hesitation, put him into the game, and the standing ovation continued.
And it would have to take somebody who's mentally tough as Derek Fisher to do this tonight.
Derek later on described seeing all those fans cheering for him in the blue shirts. Quote, "It was like walking into heaven." But the story doesn't end there. After playing for a few minutes, Jerry Sloan sat Derek on the bench. But as the game went on, Derek was noticing that Baron Davis and Jason Richardson was killing them. So Fisher got up and insisted that he check back into the game for defensive purposes. Fisher said that's all he wanted to do. He just wanted to get a couple stops with his smothering defense. But as the game went to overtime, he would end up hitting the biggest shot of the game.
Here's Fisher for 3. And Derek Fisher hitting the 3. Why not?
That shot would seal the victory for the Jazz, and Derek Fisher saved the game for Utah, and they eventually went on to win the series. After the game, Derek was understandably very emotional and almost brought to tears.
God is so good. I mean, my daughter's doing very well. We had a successful operation this morning in New York, and I flew back, got off the plane, came to the game. I'm speechless.
Even though he was seen as a hero after that game, that heroic perception would soon disappear. As in the offseason, Fisher would ask to be released from his contract on the Jazz because he said that Los Angeles was a better place for his daughter to be for treatment purposes for her eye. But the fans in Utah thought that Fisher had an ulterior motive and believed he only wanted out of his contract just so he could rejoin the Lakers, which he ultimately ended up doing. But Fisher insisted that it was the best choice for his family to move back to LA, but the fans weren't buying it, and viciously booed Derek Fisher the very next time LA visited Utah. But fortunately for Derek, there were plenty of people on his side, like Reggie Miller.
To me, it shows somewhat of ignorance, because this is a guy that's trying to do the best for his family and for his daughter. When you make it personal by saying Fisher sucks or Fisher lied, why would he lie? And why would he want to get out of something that's going to be the betterment of their daughter? That makes no sense.
And Kobe Bryant.
And you looked a little upset at the end.
Well, I was very upset. Last time we came out here, they booed Derek for absolutely no reason. So, I told the guys this morning, this game is personal.
Kobe would go on to say, Derek's the type of guy that's not going to say anything, but I'll say it for him. We wanted to send a message. But all that aside, when it comes down to it, what Derek did on that day took a lot of courage. To go through all those range of emotions, from seeing his daughter go back to an operation room, then soon after, knocking down a huge clutch shot, all on the same day, gives me chills just thinking about it. So let me know what you guys think about this amazing story, and let me know if you remember watching that game live on television. Make sure to comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.